Hey everyone, I was tagged by Lynette from Charm Gummy Crochet to do the 10 favourite questions. I believe Crystal from Bago Day started it. I've seen Gary from Urban Yarns. Hey Gary, if you watch this. And now Lynette's also done it and she's tagged me. So welcome to my channel. The 10 questions, starting number 1, are what is your favourite colour of yarn? Mine is any shade of purple. It doesn't matter whether it's ombre, light, dark, any shade of purple is my favourite. I don't really even have a second favourite. Purple's my go-to colour. Number 2, what is your favourite yarn weight? Mine is the medium 4, also known as worsted weight, Iran weight, Afghan, or in Australia it's known as 10-12 ply. Number 3, what is your favourite style of yarn? Anything that's soft. It doesn't matter. I like chain spun, anti-pilling. It doesn't matter what it is as long as it's soft. And it's really hard to get soft yarn here in Australia. Most of the yarn we get here is nasty, rough, scratchy stuff, which is why I import it. I know that's probably sounds terrible, but when you're paying money out for yarn and it's really rough, it's not nice to work with, even after being washed, it's disappointing that we can't get it here. Even the stuff that comes from overseas that gets bought by a second seller spotlight here is highly overpriced. So yeah, I just, anything soft is my favourite style. Number 4, what's the favourite fibre of yarn? Mine is bamboo cotton blend. I'll work with anything that's, I said again, that's soft, but I do prefer bamboo cotton only because it's natural, it breathes. But again, it's just one of those things that you either love it or you don't. I've used wool before and I've had soft and hard wool. And by hard wool, I mean like really scratchy. I wouldn't be able to wear anything like a jumper or sweater with it unless I wore something underneath it because it's just too abrasive on the skin. But I have worked with it. But my favourite is bamboo cotton. What's your favourite brand within Australia? I have found a place in Melbourne, which is 12 hours from where I live, called Oz Yarn, and they sell, they have a line of natural fibres, so they sell bamboo cotton. That's my favourite yarn. We do have stuff that comes to Spotlight that's similar, but for the price and the texture and feel of it, I definitely prefer Oz Yarn over Spotlight. It's not too badly priced, but again, it's still high price and America pays. What's a favourite brand outside Australia or outside the country? I think the question actually is. And because I live in Australia, that's what it is based, mine's based on. My favourite outside of Australia is Yarn Inspirations Latte Cakes. But again, pretty much anything from the United States I love using. I'm currently into Banat satin, which is a beautiful, it kind of feels like anti-pilling. I'm not sure if it is, but it feels very much the same as anti-pilling. I'm also using mandala cakes ombre at the moment, and that's very nice as well. So anything that comes from the United States is really nice stuff. What is your favourite online yarn store and favourite Brick-A-Brack? Mine is Wool Warehouse. The prices in the United States currently to get converted is very expensive. There are times when it goes down in price, but majority of the time it's very expensive, and then you have to pay shipping on top of that. And it takes a lot of saving. You guys in the United States are very lucky to have very accessible stuff. I know at this time and in the last couple of months it's been very hard to get a hold of, and that's because of where it's coming from. It's China. Turkey, the new place where things come from, is easy to get accessible stuff, but it takes time for it to come in. So I kind of understand where you guys are coming from as well. But when we can't get it here at all in Australia, and we're getting crap quality and we're paying a high price for it, it's beyond a joke. You have no idea how lucky you guys in the United States are to be able to get hold of yarn. Next question, do you keep scrap yarn? What's done with it? I don't very often have scrap yarn. I tend to only buy enough to make a project. But when I do have it, I donate it to my local op shop, second-hand place, because they sort of require it. We can't donate at the moment anyway because of COVID, even though it's not here. We can't actually donate any yarn or anything else for that matter. So we're very limited to what we can do right now. What is your favourite thing to crochet or knit? Mine's hat and sweater. I love to knit hats, although I have fallen in love with crochet, I think it's Sweet Divine hat. Rose with Rose Likes Crochet's done a few, and I've managed to buy some yarn that she bought, and I haven't made it yet, but that's one of my projects on my to-do list to do. Is to make that hat, but I do love to make hats and sweaters. And recently I've come to realise how quick some sweaters are to make, so I'm sticking to those patterns. Because normally it takes me about a week and a half to make a jumper, as we call it here in Australia. Sweaters it takes a while to make, but there are quicker ways to make them now. I've realised that I can make more. Funny about that. If you could crochet or knit one last thing for the rest of your life, what would it be, and what yarn would you use? Mine would be octagon tiles, like the Crochet tile blanket. I'd make the tiles forever. They're very quick, very easy to make once you get the pattern down. Even if you can't get the pattern down right, you can still have it in front of you to keep working with it. But I'd use that, and then I'd use anti-pilling acrylic, only because it's got to have a long wear life in it, and also you can make anything out of it, like blankets. I'd probably make a sweater out of it eventually. I learned how to do that, so it's endless, which is kind of funny because watching Lynette yesterday do her 10 tag questions of yarn, she's very similar to what my ideas are. I'm actually kind of not surprised, but kind of happy that I sort of have the same thought process as other people. I'm not so crazy by myself anymore, so that kind of helps. But yeah, that would be what I'd make for the rest of my life. But yeah, anti-pilling, because it needs a long wear life, and anti-pilling doesn't actually get it takes a long time for it to break down, so which is probably not a good thing for the environment, but it's great for when you wear things day in, day out, and they get washed regularly. So yeah, that's my 10 questions. I'm going to try and figure out who to tag. Okay, I'm back. I have decided I'm going to tag Granny D from Knit, Purl and Squirrel with Granny D Thompson. I'm also going to tag Daijo. And my last but not least would be David Browning. I know you've probably redone it, but I think it'll be fun to see what other people do. If you are happy to do it, go for it. It's completely up to you. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. It's just a bit of fun. Get to know each other a bit better. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for staying with me. Thank you for all those who have subscribed and shared my YouTube videos out there. It's greatly appreciated. So yeah, thanks, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.